Though to discuss is NewsNation contributor and executive reporter of the Megyn Kelly Show on Sirius XM, Steve Krakauer. Steve, I have been chomping at the bit for the last 2.5 hours to talk about this with you. When you saw this site launch, what was your initial reaction?
It's so funny. I was really trying to look closely. I did not see NewsNation on there, and that's kind of. I have to say,
We're
you
not
don't
on
want to
there.
be. You weren't on there. You were not. We don't want to be state media, but you don't want to be on the list necessarily. I think.
Yeah.
But honestly, what did I think when I saw it? I thought that this is mutually beneficial. Okay, this is exactly what the Trump administration wants to do. First of all, it's a beautifully designed website. I just have to say, as a side note, they have some incredible people that work in the administration that know how to make these microsites and make them look really good, and sort of there's a winkingness to it, a kind of trolling. So I think that's part of it. That's the first thing. And the second thing, it's good for these news organizations. Listen, the news organizations don't want to be friendly with any administration, and I would argue a lot of those organizations that you saw there, Washington Post, MSNBC, absolutely were friendly with the previous administration, the Biden administration. So you want to have an adversarial relationship with power in general, and obviously the Trump administration is there. TDS is a little bit more rampant than I would say in other sites, but you want these organizations, CBS News, they're going to wear it with a badge of honor on some level as well. So it works very well for both sides of the equation here. It's just so funny. It's like kind of professional wrestling. It's a little bit of kayfabe, as they call it. It's a little bit of the wrangling that goes on, a little knock the other one, and then you're gonna see stories, of course, like we have seen. Oh, this is a threat to democracy. It's all part of the game, and now we're going to see it kind of play out.
Yeah, speaking of the president and the press, just moments ago we were showing some footage of the president getting on Air Force One to head back to Washington, D.C. He did not speak to the press. We were thinking that he might, so that's why we were showing that a moment ago. But back to this kind of website. This, again, is fascinating to me. I agree with you. There's some cool points there in the presentation. But one of the other side of it is something that I thought of, in that while it's cool and maybe it does have some beneficial outcome for the White House relationship with the media, aren't there other things that the administration should be focused on? I think the American people will say the economy and affordability. What are your thoughts there?
Yes, absolutely. I think that the average person, they want to see, you mentioned the economy. I think that's the biggest one, absolutely. Immigration right up there as well, even more so than some of the other kind of cultural issues that we've seen bubble up in the news. But I have to say, it never hurts to attack the media. I say this as someone who's in the media and loves the media. I say it with love. There's lots of reasons why the Washington Post and the New York Times and MSNBC open themselves up to this sort of criticism that they're getting from this administration and from elsewhere on the internet. It's because it's a popular refrain to do. And listen, you showed Air Force One there. Donald Trump talks to the press on Air Force One more than perhaps any other president in recent memory. So it doesn't necessarily affect the relationship where they start to ice out reporters because they're on this repeat offender list. No, it actually works the other way completely out. They have an adversarial relationship. They're not buddy-buddy. But yeah. What do you want as a member of the media? You want access. You want to be able to talk to the president. And they have that ability, and this administration makes that possible. So that's a good thing. Now, you're going to see the fights. You're going to see the rampant, you're going to see the Truth Social posts, and now you see it in website form. That's part of the game. But I do think it's actually good that this administration has a relationship with the media where they give access.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.